It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back. Thanks very much for joining us. Can you hear it? I can. It's in the air. It's the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day just around the corner. We'll join Ace, the man, the voice, the legend.
Sadly, you missed the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day surprise where he made a... The surprise was, the extra special surprise, the surprise was that Ace talked to Donnie Baker.
Made a guest appearance.
How did you know he was going to talk?
He had 3 lines.
Lines?
Maybe lines.
Those were ad-libs.
Now, we discussed earlier the fact that what Marlon Brando's in The Godfather for 13 minutes. Mm-hmm. Ace was in that last piece for 3 lines, and yet it's probably a Tommy Award-winning appearance.
How about that?
I can tell you this right now. Look forward to a guest appearance by Chick McGee in an upcoming episode of The Donnie Baker Show. What a look.
Is that right?
That's what I call revenge.
Oh, boy.
Where was I? The OmahaSteaks.com Ace Cosby Joke of the Day. You know, I think right now, let's just get right to it. What do you think? Let's just throw caution to the wind and say, ladies and gentlemen, these aren't jokes. These are observations from the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day desk, brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.
I bet you guys didn't know there's an autopsy club in town.
Wow. I did not know that.
Oh.
Brand new. It was packed last night. Open mic night.
Evidently, the deceased's name was Mike.
Michael.
Sure, it takes a little addition.
Yeah, sure. And timing is everything. It's crowded.
Yeah.
In fact, wait, hang on a second. Palate cleanser. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, usually brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com, where they say if you don't get your dad Omaha Steaks for Father's Day, what's wrong with you? Okay, sorry. I'm getting really hungry again.
Yeah.
What's the next food day that we have coming up? We had Donut Day Friday.
Lunch?
Hamburger Day was, the previous week? Do you have that list? I need to get that list.
I don't know. I used to have a list. I don't get it anymore.
I bet today's something like Ramaki Day or something.
Ramaki. What is Ramaki?
Food, it's chicken liver and bacon and water chestnut. It's delicious.
Oh, that's
Now, the only 2 people in this room that are chicken liver people, yours truly and Chick.
That's not true. I am.
Oh, you are? Oh,
Yeah,
good.
very much so.
Well, Tom and I have eaten chicken. We put our arms around each other and feed each other.
Oh,
chicken
okay.
liver.
Well, that's
how
I have not done
yeah.
that. Pat, are you a liver guy?
No.
Ace?
I'll eat it.
Okay. What about you, Christy?
Chicken livers?
Yeah.
God, no.
I was instructed.
No way.
I was instructed to go brush my teeth in the middle of lunch
I bet so.
on Saturday.
Because you had chicken livers.
I was eating chicken liver and crackers, offering them to my 2 little girls at the time. Who
Dude,
would not touch them.
did you make those at home? Or did you order?
The chicken liver?
Yeah.
No, I got it. at a
Well,
place
you
like
need
that.
to write down something for me.
It's delicious.
You can get chicken livers like in a restaurant?
It was like a
somewhere?
pate.
It's kind of like it's like in a sausage roll, and it's like a pate.
I think
guess.
it's regional. I think KFC has them, but I think it's regional.
What is today? June what?
9th.
June 9th,
Well,
Donald Duck. Oh, it's Oh, here we go. National Strawberry Rhubarb Pie Day.
Oh, I'm a fan. I am a fan.
And
Hard no.
the place, Tom, where you get the biscuits and gravy pot pies, they have great strawberry rhubarb pie.
They do? Okay, good to know. Thank you.
I think that's how she started making pies. That was her family recipe.
This is also today. It's National Donald Duck Day. Which
Right.
I guess, what does that mean? No pants?
Oh, tomorrow's iced tea day. You can celebrate.
I'm celebrating right now.
You know what? I like a nice flavored iced tea, like a
Don't you, though?
strawberry
Yeah,
iced
or
tea.
peach, or
There's something to
red
look forward
iced
to.
tea.
Do you get those where you get your dresses?
June 11th is Corn on the Cob Day.
My favorite.
That's coming up.
I love a good corn on the cob. Have you seen the microwave hack? Where you put your corn on the cob in the husk, you throw it in the microwave for a couple of minutes.
You haven't been doing that?
And then you cut it off and squeeze it, man. It pops right
out.
Great. Really good.
Tell me that again.
The corn in the husk, just like you out in the field, you throw it in the microwave for, I don't know, a couple minutes.
Do you take
minutes, I think.
you take the silk out?
No.
No, you throw it in, he said.
You don't have to
cook
do
it.
anything.
You cook it, and then you
I put a little drops of water on it a little bit.
take it out and cut it, and then squeeze it like a edamame, and it squeezes right off.
You have to wrap it in foil?
Nope.
Wrap it in foil. Really, Josh?
So I'm sorry.
I'm not explaining it again. No.
Christy,
Josh-
2 minutes, you say?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
I'm sorry. Is it that's per ear?
Yes.
So you have to do. Well, that's not very practical for a party.
Well, then if you're doing
If you're,
for
if you're
a
sadly
for a
eating
party.
by yourself, and then when you squeeze the thing and that
You
that
can probably
corn
do 4 or 5
shoots
at a
out like
time.
you know,
know
like
what?
a dildo at Jane Fonda's house.
Not all of us come from a family with a crowd.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, some of us are.
Some of us there are a couple people around, just 1 or 2, you know?
You're right. Every
not like-
dinner at your house is a party.
It's just,
Yeah. So isn't that what you want in life?
Well,
No.
all the time, no.
Are you insane?
Okay. Well, I thought we would
all
celebrate.
you do is cut off the bottom, and as he said, you just squeeze it, and it comes right out.
They
Silk,
sell-
you don't get any
Shoots right
silk.
out like a
Shoots.
ping pong ball at a strip
Yes.
club.
Yep. That's
What is it,
exactly
19? Tom, that's very good.
It does say it's probably not the most efficient way to do this if you're cooking more than 1 or 2 ears.
Well, no
But
kidding.
The most efficient way is to buy the shucked corn.
I beg your pardon.
That's
You
right.
mean-
He's
you
got
mean
a point.
the Green Giant frozen bags of corn?
No, he means
they have
that
shucked corn.
They
Yeah.
have it in the with the plastic wrap on.
Oh,
it.
an extra 19 cents? Good
Yeah.
Lord.
It's been sitting there airing out, rotting.
You guys are eating it like Laura Ingalls Wilder.
But drive-in movie theaters.
Yeah.
Which should be an interesting. I've read about a couple of these. I know that they've done some high school graduations at drive-in theaters.
And some other comics are doing this.
And we've reviewed the drive-in theater scenario. I've only been to one drive-in movie in my whole life.
Of course.
Shocks me.
You used to go all the time, right, Josh?
A few, and I remember every movie I saw at the drive-in because it was such a big deal for our family to go.
But the drive-in theaters are being taken over by others, including our. Oh, there he is. It's comedian Bert Kreischer has joined us, I believe, shirtless. Am I correct? Is that
Yeah, he doesn't have a shirt on, Tom.
okay? The view that we're getting, it looks kind of like we're doing an autopsy. Oh, there you go, back there. There you go. Look at the guns.
The guns are out.
Gun show.
Those are some
yeah,
muscles.
That's nice.
Hi, Bert.
Good. Hey, Bert, how are you?
Guys, how you doing?
Good.
I love the Zoom. The Zooming for these are so much better. It's so much more in person.
It's fun, yeah.
Oh, it is fun.
And I know you're in the minor league hats. Which one are you wearing this morning?
The Portland Gherkins.
Oh,
sure.
of course. Love it.
Is that a pickle reference?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a pickle
Yeah,
at
yeah.
bat right there, yeah.
Man, great names in the minor leagues.
Now, Bert Kreischer is a comedian and certainly a world-class personality. He travels the world, but he's doing a little mini tour. Charlotte, North Carolina, Indianapolis, Indiana, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Fort Collins, Colorado, and it's going to be at drive-in movie theaters.
Yeah. The second, so my special aired March 17th, right? And that was right when they did the stay-at-home orders. And the first thing I did is I called my agent and I said, I'd thought of this a long time ago. I thought, because I like doing different things. I like doing that call and sick to work show where I go in, drink on air, and then go straight to the club, do the show. Yeah, I like doing things out of the box. And so I called my agent and I go, I want to do drive-in movie theaters. And they thought I was crazy at the time. And then it started, like, bands started doing it. And now they were like, all right, we got 4 offers. Most shows are sold out. I mean, not to but most shows are sold out. They sold out pretty quickly. We added a show in Indy, Indy sold out in 8 minutes.
Oh, my God.
And you got 2 shows in Fort Collins as well.
Yeah, and I think people, it's safe, it's socially distant. And I know we're starting to get lax on things, but I also think it's just different and cool. You show up in your car, you tailgate, you can get out of your car, you can walk around, you can bring a few cocktails. I just think it's cool, neat. It's a 4-camera shoot. Check this out. 4-camera shoot, so that'll be put on the big screen. I'll be in front of the big screen, and we'll watch the sunset, see a comedy show, have a few cocktails.
That's great. That's a great
I think stuff like this is cool.
Now, I have a question, and this may differ theater to theater, not to get too technical. Do you pay per car or per human being, and are people going to sneak in the trunk if they still have a trunk?
I hope they sneak in trunks so badly. Some real outsider stuff. I want Johnny and Ponyboy to sneak in a trunk. Yeah.
Now, our guest is Bert Kreischer. We've already reviewed in this room who's been to a drive-in movie as a kid. Did you have a drive-in, and did you ever go to it?
Yeah, in Tampa, just off Bird Street, and it was I saw a coal miner's daughter. Which is I think a fitting movie to watch at a drive-in.
Now, I have a weird question for you. I can't believe you mentioned this. That at Tampa, I told this story on the air. I was flying into Tampa This would have been probably late 70s. And I looked out the plane window, and there was a huge drive-in theater showing a porno movie. Do you remember which theater that was? Because I guess a lot in the
back in that time
in that
period.
era, a lot of those theaters went porn.
Yep.
Are you serious?
I'm positive I was
I
flying.
remember in Fairborn, Ohio, when I lived there, there was a drive-in called the Skyborn, and they were exclusively adult cinema, and you can see the screen from the highway.
Yeah, there was one right off Route 80 near Toledo as well.
One off Highway 44. And
that's a great way to open the show.
Yeah.
Put on
There you
porn.
go. Yeah.
there you
put
go.
on what the kind of stuff I'm into.
Now, Bert Kreischer is our guest, and once again, Bert, Charlotte, Indy, Tulsa, Fort Collins, the mini tour in drive-in theaters. This should be very exciting. This is again semi-technical. I hope not too boring. Will the sound be from speakers attached to the cars, or will it be in the radio, or will it just be a big PA?
So we are shooting out a quarter of a mile signal that goes to an FM station.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even if you can't get tickets and you want to just go and listen to the show, pull up by drive by the drive-in, and you'll be able to hear it.
Of course, you'll get traffic on the 10s.
FM. Yeah, right.
Back with more
If
stories.
they messed it up and I just went out all nationwide.
Yeah, Tom, the drive-in theaters now don't have the speakers anymore. You just listen on the radio.
They're all radios.
Yeah. Unlike you, I have been to a drive-in in the last year, so I know this. Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty high tech now.
Who went to the drive-in with you?
My kids, they love going to the drive-in.
So
We
you
go
didn't
all the
get
time.
lucky then.
Well, she
No.
did, but it was awkward, dude.
Come on.
She put the kids in the back seat. I
They
mean,
have a great concession stand. It was wonderful.
I think it's
I'm waiting for those. I'm waiting for those posts on Instagram. I'm watching Bert's show at the drive-in, getting lucky.
Mm-hmm.
It has to happen.
Of course.
Oh, it definitely will happen. In fact, now that we've mentioned it, it may be the goal.
That is a special type of animal who watches my stand-up and gets turned on.
Well, you're all over Netflix. How many people do you think bang it out while your special's on?
Point.
yeah, there you go.
What part of my act do you think they're like? I don't know, man. He's talking about buying a gun. I kind of want to.
Oh, that's hot. Yeah.
Wow. Bert Kreischer is our guest. Bert is a stand-up comedian, kind of. I guess the developed, what's the word, organically. This wasn't like Bert Kreischer said, I'm going to be a stand-up comedian. You just are one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got that whole the story about you in the paper and your experience in college, and you were just this crazy guy, and it evolved into the world of stand-up. And you've got a bunch of various things out there, including podcasts, et cetera, et cetera. But this is the experiment, the mini Hot Summer Nights tour at drive-in theaters.
It's very cool, Bert.
What I think is interesting about how I got into stand-up is that, like, I was talking to Segura about this the other day. We were saying, like these days with everything going on in the country, people like were getting really upset with me and Segura that we weren't speaking out on political movements or on social issues, that we weren't lighting up our Instagram with social justice reforms. And I said, I spent 7 years in college. Like, I'm a moron. Like, the only reason I'm a comedian is because I got discovered by Rolling Stone magazine, and my dad's like, well, I guess this makes sense. You can try it. And so, like, at no point, had I not been discovered by Rolling Stone, at no point in the world would anyone be like, I don't know, hey, Kreischer, quit washing boats. I want to hear your views on Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm sure that I know that you're working on a cure for the coronavirus.
Like, I'm a moron. I'm shirtless right now.
Is Segura's vaccine ready yet?
Yeah, exactly. This is exactly. Hey, get that guy in the last cubicle by the dumpster. Hey, ask him what his views on anti-vaxxers are. Segura.
Now, you'll be doing the show, as we said, is stand-up comedy. I don't understand. Is there a stage? Do they have to build one, or is there already a stage in front of the screen at a drive-in theater, Christy?
So I'll be super clear. This is not a money-making tour.
Yeah.
So I came up with the idea, and I was like, whatever it takes. And then they came back, and they're like, okay, just so you know, you have to travel with your own stage, your own sound system, your own production. And I was like, okay. And they're like, Like, the guarantee is this number, and it's such a low number. Whoever's working at any club is making more than that. It is so not cost effective to perform at drive-ins. You have no idea.
Are you gonna film it for a possible special?
Yeah, I'm gonna film it. We're gonna put it where we'll film it. Maybe we'll see if we can sell it to a network or just put it on YouTube. These days, I'd rather just put it on YouTube. I feel like I know I can control what it looks like, and more people will see it. Yeah. So, I think so that it's about having. For me, I've been in the house for 80 days, and so it's about getting on the road, breaking even, making sure that my guys, all like my tour manager, my bus driver, my supporting tour acts, all can make a little money because they're all been struggling in this thing, and then just having fun,
Cloud the issue here. The drive-in, one of the drive-ins you're going to do has 3 screens. Are you doing all 3 screens or just one?
I haven't really looked into all the problems with this tour yet.
I'm sure they present different challenges.
But that's going to be part of the fun.
Can you imagine? Because if you're going to the movie theater to see a movie, and on the other theater is Bert, I mean,
yeah. You might be competing against Scoob.
The Scoob on the back rear screen. Yeah.
The least of my worries. My biggest worry is car horns, headlights.
Yeah.
There's so much
car horns.
I think not hearing the laughter. That's a big one.
The key to that is just to get up on stage and instruct them what to do. Here's what you do with the lights. Here's what you do with the car horns. And I think if you ever do it again, if you have these triple cinemas, what you do is you get Segura on one screen, and you have a competition. Are you going to have an opener? Are you doing the whole show? Are you going to have an opener?
Yeah, we got all my guys that I tour with. Shane Torres, Jesus Trejo, and Dave Williamson are opening. And then what's crazy is I did it, and then everyone was like, "What a unique idea!" And then Burr called me up. He's like, "Hey, can I do Tulsa?" And I was like, "You want to come out to Tulsa?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I don't know." And then he's like, "Is there any chance?" I mean, like, because no one wants to get coronavirus. He's like, "Can you fly me out and like take care?" And I was like, "Bill, I'm making no money on this tour. Like, fly yourself out."
Yeah, he's got money.
Oh, he just had a baby, so he's locked down at home. So I think his plans are going to change. But like everyone, Rogan hit me up. Everyone was like, "It sounds so interesting and so different, and it's a once of a lifetime chance." Like, look, I pray everything. I'm hearing everything's going back to normal in the fall for touring, which is so awesome. I'm ready for that. But it's been such a unique thumbprint of an experience. I think a great way to cap it off is with this tour. And just everyone going like, God, remember when,
Mm-hmm.
Our guest is Bert Kreischer. We got to run here, Bert. Bert Kreischer can be found in many places with various podcasts and videos and old TV shows that are floating around on YouTube. What's the best source to find your stuff, Bert?
If you go to BertBertBert.com, that's 3 Berts because 4 would be ridiculous.
And it's Bert with an E.
Yes.
Bert with an E. I should have bought Bert with a U too. But anyway, if you go to BertBertBert.com, you can find my Instagram, everything.
Okay, wait a second before you go.
Bert.
Does wait a second? I got to find out if somebody has.
B-U-R-T.
I own it, and I'll sell it to you for $25,000.
Let's see if anybody has Bert. Yep. I found yours, Bert. Here you go. I did Bert with a U, and I got you.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's real good. Yeah.
So,
nice.
But if it wasn't for sale, it is now.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app, and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.